Paul Ryan, he's having an interview with Neil Cavuto. He very clearly despises Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump ran him out of office, so I get why he hates him. But here's what he had to say about Trump during that interview.
I think if in a country with 350 million people, this is the choice we have. I, like the majority of Americans, wish we had a different choice than the one we're being presented with. It's going to be a very, very close race. I think they're terrible choices that we're being presented with, and that's just the fate of. That's what the primary voters selected, and I regret the fact that that's where we are. If you're willing to put yourself above the Constitution, an oath you swear when you take office in federal office, whether it's president or a member of Congress, you swear an oath to the Constitution, and if you're willing to suborn it to yourself, I think that makes you unfit for office.
Does it?
He hates Trump. It's so obvious. But it's not really playing out so well for him because the Republican Party, whether Ryan likes it or not, is the party of Trump right now. And so you have a Republican representative from Texas, Troy Nehls, coming out and saying the following: Paul Ryan, you're a piece of garbage. You're a piece of garbage, and we should kick you out of the party. I mean, is he even really in the party? Don't go spouting your mouth off and saying that you're a conservative. You're spitting in the face of the leader of our party. I mean, grow up a little bit.
That's a great ending to that.
Grow up a little bit after he called him garbage twice in the same. Look, I call people garbage when they deserve it. So I guess I can't really throw stones, but at the same time, like, okay, we get it. You're doing this whole performative thing and defending Donald Trump because you know it's going to appeal to the Republican voters. But what do you really stand for, Nels? Because what I do know, without a shadow of a doubt, is that the majority of Republicans in Congress and the majority of people within the business community, at least when I debated Shapiro before the Pennsylvania Chamber of Commerce, secretly despise Trump. Okay, but they're afraid of his voters. The voters have a lot of power. And as a result of that power, you have various conservative Republicans who purport to love Trump, or actually hate Trump, purporting to love Trump.
Yeah, look, you have Troy Nehls, who literally could be one of literally hundreds of Republicans saying that thing. Oh, somebody insulted Trump, you're just gonna viciously attack them. There's nothing to you. Like, we expect for us to be impressed by a congressperson, they have to come in and do something, represent something, push for something. That's not what most Republicans want out of Troy Nehls or the 100 other clones of Troy Nehls that Troy Nehls could not pick himself out of a lineup from. They are just anonymous person, probably owned a small business, and now their personality is I like Trump, and that's it. And they're not going to Congress to do anything, deliver anything, except for, every 4 years they do another $3 trillion of tax cuts for the wealthy. And then maybe we could try to impeach Mayorkas or Biden, or I'll rant about Fauci. It's stunts for Twitter, and that's it. That's the entirety of what they're doing. So while I don't like Paul Ryan, and I don't think that a return to Paul Ryan's Republican Party would be good for America, it might be better, it wouldn't be good. At least Paul Ryan is saying something that he knows he'll get attacked for because he appears to believe it. Troy Nehls is saying the thing that's the easiest thing in the world to say as a Republican. You're not gonna get in trouble. You're not gonna risk anything. You don't have to have one single atom of a ball to say what Troy Nehls says on any given day. But Paul Ryan, who is one of what I imagine one of the biggest weenies in politics, is actually willing to say something that might get him attacked, and indeed has.
You know how to speak to my heart, because I wasn't really buying anything from Paul Ryan. I wasn't gonna give him any props, but you're right. He does deserve credit for being willing to say things that will absolutely get him attacked. And that's happening as we speak. So good point, John, good point. At least he's somewhat principled and is willing to defend his beliefs publicly, knowing he's gonna get attacked as he does so.